I'm sorry.
It's fine. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube. We are back working on the GMC Sierra today. This time we're doing suspension parts. In the last video when I was doing the starter, I was under Dad's truck and realized that his suspension is completely blown out, and I will show you that right now. All right, so when you're looking at the front suspension on one of these 2500 HD GM pickup trucks of this era, what you mainly want to be looking for is things like that, which is a completely destroyed and blown out inner tie rod. That's no bueno. This boot is also pretty thrashed on the outer tie rod, as well as this one up here on the ball joint. Before you start, always make sure that you jack it up and put it on a good set of jack stands, probably not a set of Harbor Freight ones unless you want that forever sleep. And then before you take it off, always make sure to mark your alignment cams at where they currently are, just to help get your truck back to an alignment shop, which I recommend. Make sure you, when you're doing this, you schedule the next possible available day for your local alignment shop to take care of this. But as usual, we're on time crunch, so we're gonna jump into this and tear it apart, and we'll check in when I think we need to.
Got plenty.
Well, that'll work.
But yeah,
huh.
Plugs inside there.
It's old school. All right, well, that's fine then. We'll get it back together. But all right, we got that torn apart in pretty short order. Luckily, with this truck being as high mileage and having a few oil leaks over its time, everything's been nice and easy to come apart. So when you take these apart, it's pretty simple. I know I filmed it on the time lapse, so I'll just kind of go over real quick. So you need an 18 mil for the ball joint right here. My side came out pretty easy. His we had to use a pickle fork for. Definitely recommend picking one of those up anyway if you're gonna do suspension work. Wherever you're working on your truck, it might be more rusted or less oily than this, so always be prepared with some PB Blaster, WD-40, some kind of penetrating oil.
Liquid wrench.
Liquid wrench, thank you. So you take the 18 off of here, and then these are all 21 mil. Take those out. Make sure that your little guide nipples, for lack of a better term, stay in the frame.
Guide pins.
Guide pins. The inner tie rod was a 36 millimeter wrench. That came off pretty nice and easy. Definitely recommend picking up a 36 mil wrench before you do this job. It'll make your life infinitely easier for taking these out. And here's the inner tie rods. They're pretty toasted. As far as the boot, yeah, as far as the boot goes, the joint itself is still pretty tight. The ball joints, on the other hand, were almost on their last leg. But what do you want?
Left ball joint.
What do you want for 260,000 miles? My side was pretty loose. Or do you mean yours, the right side?
Yeah, wait a second. How bad was it? Pretty bad.
That's pretty hashed.
That's worse than that side.
Yeah. So definitely not what you want when you're cruising down the highway. So let's look at all the new cool stuff. So for the new stuff, I went to 1A Auto and got Moog. Back before I started the YouTube channel and on the old truck in 2016. Yeah, I bought it in 2016. I wasn't making as much money, so I bought the Detroit axle kit off of Amazon. We would recommend not doing that now. It's kind of worn, it's already worn out, and it really shouldn't have worn out that soon. So this time around, went to 1A Auto and got all Moog stuff for Dad's truck. The inner tie rods look nice and delicious. They look a little bit beefier than the stock ones too, actually. Yeah, they're just a hair thicker right here, actually. Just a little bit. I mean, if you're a Duramax guy or you're gonna be doing crazy stuff with your truck, probably not what you want, but if you're just using it as your work truck, that'll work fine. Yeah, that looks good. So we got 2 of those. And then we got our... Flip the box over, dumbass. Oh, nope, I had it right the first time. Boxes, tough. Nope, I was right. Okay. We got the inner tie rod. Also looks beefier than factory. Comes with new hardware and should be a grease fitting in there. And a cotter pin. Ooh, look at that. Nice and safe. Yeah. So that is definitely beefier than the old one.
Heck yeah.
I like that. Heck yeah to Moog, man. You guys are doing good. So, we got those. And then, we got upper control arms. They are the same left to right, so you don't got to worry about that. Faster than me trying to do it. Our cotter pin and our grease fitting. Okay, so don't lose those when you get these because that was just kind of loose in this bag. So make sure you go through your bag and get your parts. But look at that.
What's this?
That's just the...
A real boot?
No, that's the cover for it for when you ship it. But yeah, look at that.
The name on there and everything.
Yeah.
Look at that. Better than that, just stock parts.
Oh. Yeah, because once it's started, you can take it off. Alright, so now we're going to put in the new tie rods. Dad's already got his rough measured up and getting put in the truck. The easiest way to do this is literally just kind of lay your old tie rod out, lay your new one next to it, get it close enough. Again, you know, you need to get this aligned right away. So as long as you get it close enough and your alignment shop isn't too far away, you'll be just fine, not being super, super precise. Like I said, I can't stress enough in this video, make sure you get it friggin' aligned right away. If you can get it aligned same day, that'd be even better. Where we're at, the alignment shop isn't open on Saturday, so he's gonna get it aligned on Monday. He ain't driving it anywhere tomorrow. It'll be perfectly fine. Time to get these installed. The upper control arms are already in, and yeah, let's keep going. Thanks too. I have new ones in the drawer. No. Don't overdo it.
Well, it's gonna be tight.
Yeah, no. There it goes. Haha! Yeah, no, it's right. Inner tie rod on. And I left the lock nut where we had it earlier, so hopefully that'll help get it back to somewhat of alignment where it was. But again, doesn't have to be perfect. You had to give it a little bit of love tap to go in? Yeah. Okay. That's okay. And action. Okay, so now we're gonna install the outer tie rods, and they bolt in from the underside, right, Dad?
Yes.
Yeah. They bolt in from the underside. And that makes all the sense in the world. The wheel speed sensor just hooks in right here. And then there's a hole right here. And then, no, I already got it. And then this plugs back into the connector up here. And then there's a hole for this peg to go into right there. And then all we're gonna do is double check the tightness on these, make sure that they're nice and tight, and then we're done. Make sure we tighten that so when he's driving down the road to the alignment shop, it doesn't come apart. So I was able to find a grease gun. Let's see if there's any grease in it. Because these don't take too much. Oh yeah, there we go. It's filling it up nice. Oh, you're looking right at the side of my face. Hi, YouTube. Who needs a gym when you're just a mechanic? Okay, so that is it for today. I just ordered him a set of shocks, so hopefully they come in tomorrow. If so, I'll come back by in the morning and film us installing the shocks, because those bushings on the shocks, if you see, are pretty thrashed. So, yeah, non-existent. They've left the chat. But yeah, so we got the new Moog upper control arms in, our inner and outer tie rods in. We made sure everything's nice and tight, snug. Got our new cotter pins in. Everything's ready to go to the alignment shop. Everything has been greased, and we're pretty much done for today. So I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow, and we'll get those shocks replaced, which is luckily also pretty easy. Well, as you can see, it is a different day. It's as a matter of fact, it's 2 days later. Amazon unfortunately dropped the ball on getting us the shocks the same day like it said it would. Kind of typical. Thanks, Jeff. Anyway, so we're gonna run these over to the shop, and we'll see if we're gonna install them, or we might just do it later off camera. I'm not sure. We're gonna see how it goes, because it's Monday night after work, so I'm pretty hashed, and I'm sure my dad is too. But let's get over to the shop and see what we're gonna do. All right, and with that, we got the shocks installed. They are nice and German, I guess. Really hope that Bill Stein's German, otherwise I sound like an idiot, but either way, that's gonna do it for this video. We got the old Sierra nice and fixed up for my dad. So if you like this content and this video, please give the video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And hit that like and subscribe. If you're interested in boat content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because next weekend we are going to have to try and get our boat running. Okay, bye.